I was born with a tumour wrapped around my spinal cord that was had to be cut out when I was only a couple of days old, and that's left me a paraplegic for the rest of my life. And without a doubt, it was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. It would have been very easy for my parents and my brother to, wrap me in cotton wool and really, worry about me because I had their poor, sick, disabled son. But my family never did that to me. One of the most important things in life is to have a purpose and have a passion. And for me, I found that through sport. I first got into tennis as a sport. It was a real lifeline for me. I went through a bit of a dark stage in my life when I was really struggling about my disability. I was about 12 or 13 when everybody started running around the playground and playing footy and chasing girls and things like that, and I really just couldn't keep up and get involved as much as I wanted to. So I tried to look for something to do that could occupy my time and help me, utilise what I had and become the best version of myself. And for me, that was sport. And from when I first picked up a tennis racket from when I was about 12 years old, I never looked back. By the time I was 16 years old, I got to travel to 40 countries around the world. And I was ranked number 4 in the world under 18s and 100 in the world open men's. And I was loving it. It was what I wanted to do. It was really, gave me that passion to live. And then I had a hit of tennis one day against a guy that played wheelchair basketball for Australia. He said, "Dill, mate, you've got to come down and play basketball." So I went down and I loved it. That was when I was 15. By the time I was 15 and a half, I got in my first ever Australian men's squad of 24. And by the time I was 16, 6 months later, I got picked in my first ever Australian men's team. Ever since I was a kid, all I wanted to do was go to the Paralympic Games. When I was 17 years old, my dreams were realised and I got to go to the Paralympic Games, and I ended up choosing basketball because we had a great shot at winning a medal. I sit here today as a gold medalist for wheelchair basketball, the world #1 wheelchair tennis player who gets to travel the world and lives a life that I'm sure anybody else is envious of. There needs to be more positive role models in mainstream media with a disability, changing that perception and showing that it's okay to be in a wheelchair or be blind or whatever it is. I'm just a testament to somebody that has become the best version of themselves, and I've just used the most out of my situation and got the most out of my life. For everything that I can't do, there are 10,000 other things that I can do. And if I ever had an opportunity to eat some kind of magic pill and have an operation and change my life and walk again, you could not pay me enough money to ever do it. Because the Dylan that is in the wheelchair is a much better version of any Dylan that could have ever lived. I know that I'll one day die a very happy man in a sense that I've done everything in my power to live the best life possible, and hopefully through the stories that I have, I can share that with the people that listen and hopefully change their life and contribute to them becoming the best version of themselves and really getting out and living their life to the most. We do only get one shot at this, and make sure you go out there, be happy and enjoy what you're doing, because if you will, you'll live a great life just like I have.